Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. After our form has gone missing in the last few games and we're starting to struggle in the Premier League, today we've got to turn it around because one, we've got to win our final game in the Champions League group to go through to the knockout stages, and then we've got a London derby against one of our big rivals. It's going to be a big test. Hello and welcome to episode 29 of Making Chelsea Stand Proud. My name's Mark, and on today's episode we have for you two games. First up is our Champions League final game, the sixth game in Group H. It's against Nice. Beat them 3-0 in the opening match of the group, but things have gone decidedly wonky since then, so we can't count our chickens before they are definitely hatched. And then we have a Premier League away game at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, last season's beta save team, who we didn't do too badly with, and I don't really remember struggling quite as much as we have with Chelsea this season. That's against Tottenham, so it's top of the table stuff, and we have only played one game since you were last with us. Let's go and have a look and see what's been happening. What has happened? Let's get in here. Everton was the game that we played at Everton, Goodison Park. A 1-1 draw. Pulisic after 41 minutes, the scorer there. But Ben Godfrey had other ideas, equalising just 11 minutes later on 52. And that's pretty much how it was. 17 shots, 5 on target. Should have been 2 points. We should have had 2 goals. Again, not really putting our chances away. They had 13 shots, 3 on target, 0.88 on the XG. And 47% of the possession. Really, it's a game we should have won. Wasn't helped by the fact that Otavio got sent off, of course, after 73 minutes. Otavio getting a second yellow card. He had been playing quite well up until then, and I think we missed him once he had gone off out on that right side of the field. But yeah, we've really got to pick ourselves up and do something about it. This game against Nice, beat them 3-0, as I say, in the first leg at Mason Mount and 2 from Kai Havertz. Question is, do we change our formation, or is it a bit of a dull thing to do right on such an important game in the Champions League? Because the one thing we don't want to do is change our formation, lose, and then not qualify for the knockout stages. I think probably get the sack if that happened. I don't know. It's a difficult one. I'm tempted to do it perhaps against Tottenham. I don't know. It's difficult to know whether we just stick with what we got and hope that things come together or not. Let's have a quick look at the Champions League and just see how this sits. This is how the table sits at the moment. We are top on 8 points, but as you'll see, Napoli and Celtic both on 7 points. Nice could get there on 7 points. They can't overrule us, but it's Napoli and Celtic who are playing one another in this thing. The best result for us would be a draw, and for us to get something other than a draw or a win would probably see us through. But yeah, we need either way. Probably Celtic to beat Napoli would be good, but that does mean that we have got to win our. Well, it doesn't mean to say we've got to win it. It means that it's a real bit of a problem, because if one of those two teams win, we have got more points than the other one, so we would probably qualify in second place. But ideally, we want to go through as group winners, and that one game that we lost against Celtic isn't the best. So we've not been on the best form in the group this season, I hasten to add. Nice, of course, have just won that one game against Celtic, 3-1, which puts even more emphasis on it that we couldn't beat Celtic, but they have. So, yeah. Is that right? Celtic beat them 3-1 in the last match. They must have beat them. Yeah, they beat them early doors, so Celtic have beaten them the other way round. So I think Celtic have come better as time has gone on, as you'll see. Celtic 1-1 against Napoli. So Celtic could be coming through very, very hot towards the end of this group. We'll see. And then, of course, we've got the Tottenham match immediately after that at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Previous against Tottenham. Quick look. We haven't lost to them yet in this series. 2-2 draw in the Premier League at Stamford Bridge. And then we beat them 2-0 at their place last time out. And then 2-0 in the third round of the Carabao Cup this season. So at the moment, our form against them is reasonable. But as I say, our form in general isn't pretty. So I'm just thinking that that might cause us a few issues as we go. Right. Having said all of that, let's have one final look at the Premier League table and just bring you up to date with that after the game against Everton. Everybody has played 13 games. Better on this view, of course. Manchester City at the moment on proper form. 5 straight wins in their last 5 games. Liverpool having just drawn 1 game in their last 5. Arsenal are third on 31 points. And we are fourth currently, having won 3, drawn 1, lost 1. No, I'm looking at the wrong one, aren't I? We've won 4, drawn 1 in our last 5. So I'd say the form's bad. It's probably not the best. And Tottenham tucked in behind us on 26 points. So just 2 points behind us. So it's a 6-pointer, really. If we beat them, then we will open quite a nice little 5-point gap over them, which would be absolutely splendid. Wolves, Leeds and Crystal Palace in the drop zone as it stands at the moment. And the team that probably out of everybody isn't doing as well as we would have expected is Manchester United. Out of their 13 games, they've only won 5 of them, drawn 3, lost 5 on 18 points at the moment. And in serious, they've lost 3 and drawn 2 in their last 5 outings. So their form is probably a lot worse than ours at the moment. I'm just being a bit despondent. Right, without any more to do, let's get on with the games in the episode. First up then, Nice in the Champions League Group H final game. Well, we have bitten the bullet and we have changed formation. Mendy is in goal, as you'll see. We've gone to a 5-2-3. Mendy in goal. Koulibaly, Garcia and Fofana are defence. Chilwell and James are wing-backs. Rice and Kante in front of them. Hudson-Odoi and Sterling behind Havertz up front. Kepa, Azpilicueta, Torreira, Broja, Chalobah, Mount, Barbosa, Kovacic, Jorginho, Loftus-Cheek, Cucurella and Otavio are all on the bench. Is this going to work? We're about to find out. And we get the Champions League screens. And I've forgotten Schmeichel was in goal. Can we get past him like we did last time? Kasper Schmeichel. And the Chelsea team. As the referee picks the ball up. And the teams line up. And we will get underway. First highlight. Some 8 minutes in. Garcia to Kante. Fofana back to Kante. Havertz pushes it out wide looking for Hudson-Odoi. Hudson-Odoi. Havertz, Sterling's in space and it's ricocheted, come off the defender, beat the goalkeeper, and we do go 1 up after 8 minutes, 9 minutes to be honest. And that's a little bit better. Havertz with this long ball out to Hudson-Odoi. Hudson-Odoi brought it under control, fires it across. Havertz into the path of Sterling. And actually, I'm not sure the defender did get that. It looked like the defender took a flexion, beat Schmeichel on that near post, but I'm not sure. Schmeichel from goal kick. try and get out. We've Chilwell steps in. Fine Kante. Kante through to Havertz. And straight into the arms of Schmeichel. He's got to be better than that if you're going to beat Schmeichel. And they are going to build from the back again. Celtic had taken the lead over Napoli as we come back for another highlight. Hudson-Odoi out on this side. He's lost the ball. That ball's won again. Havertz in space this time and misses the target. He holds his head in his hands. He ought to, as really. Garcia with another highlight for Fana. Fires that one forward to nobody. Havertz trying to get underneath it. Nice moving the ball around nicely. Possession-wise, we haven't done very well possession-wise. We've not had the ball at all. But so far, they've not found a way through, which is good news, but very difficult for us to get forward. And they're through now. And scored. It's an equaliser from Delort, and now we're in trouble with Celtic having taken the lead. Move this ball around very nicely, and then broke our ranks. And Mendy, I'm really not sure about at all, and I'm bowed to the assistant's selection, and half time has arrived. Bowed to the assistant selection, and I'm feeling that I probably shouldn't have done. We've only had 39% of the possession. They've had 61% of the possession and hers. I've only had 2 shots on target. One of those has been a goal. Celtic, as you'll see, 1 up against Napoli. I'm not quite sure what that looks like as far as the table's concerned. It means that we are in second place behind Celtic as it stands at the minute, and that's not what we wanted. So we really need to pull the stops out in this second half. Rice, Chilwell, and that's hopefully going out for a corner. We have made one change. Mason Mount has come on for Garcia at half time. We've changed formation back to our normal formation. Mount swings it in. It's a goal. Wesley Fofana. What a time to score his second goal of the season. 49 minutes on the clock. And we do take the lead again. And I think that puts us back on top of the table ahead of Celtic. Got up nicely there. They play out from the back. They played out from the back very, very well. Need to open up a 2-goal cushion if at all we can. Schmeichel with that really long ball. Koulibaly is underneath it, but only heads it straight into danger. And we really are not in just don't seem to be able to defend. Koulibaly nearly tripped Delort up, and Mendy not for saving. And the highlight with Nice, and Delort's in again for a hat-trick, but this time Mendy saves. Thank goodness for that. 17 minutes on the clock. We're going to do some changes because it's just not happening, is it? We really should be on top in this game, and we should be Declan Rice, the poor boy, in midfield. Kovacic can come on alongside Kante. Raheem Sterling is tired. Do we bring Brozier or Barbosa on out there? I'm thinking Barbosa, possibly. Or hang on a minute. Difficult one because striker-wise, we don't have anybody else. And if we take Havertz off, do we leave Havertz on? Do we have him as a deep lying forward on attack? Get this to do what I wanted to do. There we go. Try that. Let's leave it like that for a minute. We know Raheem Sterling is tired. Right, let's do that. We'll bring Barbosa on out there to start off with. What do we bring Loftus-Cheek? No. Let's bring Otavio on. Still gives us the options. We've got Kovacic and Otavio on for the moment. Just those two. We bring Reece James and take off Reece James for Azpilicueta. Right, that's our changes for now then. With 85 minutes on the clock, nothing doing. You look at the amount, 23 shots, 9 on target, a 2.50. We really should be ramping this game, and Napoli are top of the table. 10 points. We are in second. I presume Napoli are beating Celtic 3-1 now. They've come back into that game. Really what we should have done, but we haven't been able to. And I'm really, really disappointed. Once again, we are struggling against a lesser side. But we should be really rampant. We have one substitution left. And we've got to make it count. Do I put Barbosa on besides Havertz? Push man out to the left. I think that's what I'm going to do. Hudson-Odoi is tired. So is Kante in midfield, to be fair. But we need to pull something out. So Mount is going to go out there. Is Mount better as an inside forward? Doesn't really matter. Is Otavio better as a winger? Doesn't really matter. Let's put him as a winger on attack. We'll have Mason Mount as an inside forward. And then what we'll do is we'll take Hudson-Odoi off. We'll have a shuffle here first. Both deep line forwards, I don't think so. Let's Hudson-Odoi then can come off for Barbosa. And we could have Barbosa as an advance forward. Let's do that and see if we can just get something out of this. The one thing we don't want to do is lose. Nothing less than a draw now will suffice in our quest for the knockout stages. 5 minutes of injury time. As the clock hits down, it's going to be a 2-2 draw. Not what we wanted. And that Andy Delort was clinical in his finishing. Got 2 against us and really put us to the sword. Ah, dear. But that's the way it's been going. Let's have a look at, as I say, I'm not going to go over that again. We should have won that quite comprehensively. Maybe the formation to start off the game wasn't the best idea. I don't know. But Mendy, I think his days are numbered as we approach the January window. He's really not doing it for me. Mind you, neither is Kepa, really. But either way, 2 saves that he should have really made, Mendy, in that one. Let's have a look and see how that affects the table. I think we have qualified, but I think we've qualified in second. And there is confirmation we have qualified in second place. Napoli winning in the end. Their final game, 3-1 win against Celtic. Celtic miss out by 2 points. Nice finishing bottom on 5 points. A very tight group in the end. Napoli probably deserve to be top of the group, but I'm just disappointed and really quite upset. This season isn't going as I had hoped at all, which leaves us into thing. There has been a round of matches by the looks of it in the Premier League as well. We're still in 4th place as it currently stands. Tottenham have played Newcastle, 0-0 draw. So we still have those 1 point over them now, and a game in hand. So we could go well, actually got to play them, so we'll still have the game in hand if we play them next. Right. How many days is it down to the next game? It is 3 days, so not a lot of time to get ourselves together. it's the match against Tottenham then at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Our form is 3 draws in a row, is not good. It's not the best of times to meet Tottenham. And so this is the team that will face Tottenham in this Premier League game, one that we really, really want to win. Form is abysmal at the minute. Let's see if we can turn it around. We've gone back to our normal 4-2-3-1 formation. Kepa comes back in goal after Mendy's poor showing in the last game. Cucurella, Koulibaly, Fofana and James are backline. Mount and Kante in front of them in midfield. Mount dropping from the attacking playmaker role. Havertz dropping into there. More about that in a moment. Sterling, Havertz and Hudson-Odoi are attacking line with Broja coming in up front on the bench. Mendy, Garcia, Torreira, Rice, Apliqueta, Kovacic, Barbosa, Chilwell and Jorginho. This is how the two sides match up. They are playing a 3-4-2-1. 3 players in defence and then 4 in midfield, 2 attacking midfielders and Kane, of course, up front as captain. Can we continue our good form against Tottenham Hotspur? And first highlight after 4 minutes. Cucurella on the ball, but he's giving it away. Oh. Emerson Royal crosses it in and it's just gone wide from Malcolm. Free kick inside our own half. Fofana to James. James comes forward looking for Hudson-Odoi. Hudson-Odoi creates a bit of space. Needs to get this ball in the area. It's blocked. And Bastoni keeps it in. And Tottenham looking to mount an attack from the back. But Mount steps in. Mount has a go. It's blocked. And Loris collects the ball. Sanchez with a free kick. Koulibaly cuts it out, but gives it back to Emerson Royal. Fofana heads it in. Malcolm is injured. James. And Sterling has also picked up a knock, I think. We'll have a look at him at half-time. In the meantime, we have to worry about this. Malcolm is into the area. And thankfully, he hasn't got his shooting boots on today. So half-time has arrived. It's Tottenham 4 shots, 2 on target, 0.70. We've had 3 shots, just 1 on target, 0.25. And only 45% of the possession. We're not in the game as yet. And we made the one change at half-time. Hudson-Odoi was injured. Barbosa is on for him. And we have a free kick. Havertz with a free kick. Oh, just wide. And that would have been a good opening goal. Highlight continues. And Tottenham try and get out. It's cut out by Kante. Kante to Havertz. Havertz finds Mount. Mount over the top looking for Broja. Didn't find him. And Tottenham win the ball back. It's out to Perisic. Kante in attendance, trying to win that ball back, but Son is in. Oh, and it's gone in. And we're a goal down. Looked like, oh no, Kepa got a hand to it, but wasn't able to save it. And we're going to have to make that other change. Raheem Sterling is really not. He's suffering from that knock that he got in the first half. And we need to bring somebody on for him. The only problem is we don't have a lot of players to replace him. Right, let's just put him back in there a minute. I think what we might have to do, get the tactics up, might have to move Mount into there. Now, Broja, I'm wondering, are we better off making him a winger? Make him a winger. Make Mount an inverted winger on this side. And then what we'll do is Sterling will come off then for Kovacic. Or do we bring Torreira on? Kovacic tends to play quite well alongside Kante in that midfield role. So they are our changes for the moment. Kepa getting down for that one. Malcolm trying to get there. Koulibaly to Kante. Kovacic, who's come on. And he's got that out to Broja. Broja crosses the ball. Kovacic. And just a shy wide and a shy high. Better. Cucurella with a throw-in on that far side. Kante. Back to Cucurella. Cucurella looking to create a bit of space. It's got it. Cross in. Mount. Mount. Oh, missed the target. Just luck isn't with us at the moment, is it? 78 minutes on the clock. We're going to need to make some more changes. Tired legs out there. Kai Havertz is tired. I wish this would stop doing this, though. It's really annoying. Kante can come off. Torreira can come on for him. And Kai Havertz. We're struggling now for attacking midfielders. Kovacic can play in attacking midfield. So I'm thinking Jorginho can come on there. And then we just swap these two over. That works. Jorginho is okay as a deep line playmaker. And Reece James is tired as Paqueta can come on for him. That's our 5 changes made. And I highlight Tottenham. If they get a second goal now, we're really out of it. Trying to win that ball in midfield. Nothing doing. Lloris comes out of his area. And we really, once again, have been second best here. We have lost our mojo. As Paqueta gets that ball forward, looking for Barbosa. Barbosa has got the equaliser. Persistence personified. 3rd goal of the season for Barbosa. And he's been not doing a great deal up front. But I guess when it's counted, we may get away with a draw here. Which, once again, when you look at our recent form, they've all been draws. But Lloris come out for that and completely missed it. Barbosa put it away. It's up an injury now to Cucurella with all our players having done. Why? Why? Right. I think we're going to have to bring Kovacic back here. Koulibaly's going to have to go out there. Fofana's going to have to go into the middle. And we're going to have to do that for the minute. Looks a bit loppy-sidey, but and I think we'll probably have to drop back down to positive. I mean, we're not going to win this now. Not with only down to 10. Got tired players as well. Let's hope that injury isn't too bad. Potential groin injury. Could be out for a while. Five minutes of injury time. And we do have another highlight. Mount, can we just steal this win here? Not going to get there. Fofana would have been, he's back. He wasn't up for that. Oh, he's giving the ball away. And Son, who scored the first goal, come in. Luckily, a tackle went in there. Looked a bit worried. Oh, are we going to lose this game in right at the death? As Paqueta to try to get that ball out of Broja. They're still on the attack. Hodgberg, yes, Son is there to get his second of the game, third of the season, and we've lost it. All Son had to do was just tap it in. And we've lost. And I don't know what to say. 9 shots, 3 on target. Poor performance. 1.01. Tottenham, 9 shots, 5 on target. 55% of possession. It's a bad day at the office. And after that, we drop down to 5th place, albeit we do have a game in hand over Tottenham, which means we could go back up into 4th. But realistically, a game that we were unlucky with, I guess, in as much as we got that injury late in the game, which brought us down to 10 men. But we should have really sort of sat on that and managed to hold on, which we didn't do. And very disappointing. Very, very disappointing. It's not been a good day, boys and girls, in this episode. And not the way that I would have wanted to end this calendar year, really. Let's hope for better when we go into episodes for 2023. Very poor. So I think we'll move on and forget today's episode. We will start the next episode with the draw for the Champions League round of 16. So we'll see that next up. And we're coming back for the EFL Cup quarterfinal, which, again, I'm not feeling really hopeful for. And Wolves, Manchester United and Wolves in the next episode, including the draw for the Champions League round of 16. So that's all coming up in the next episode. Well, I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. If you have, don't forget to leave me that big thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the notification button. That will keep you up to date with all future episodes of this and new series as they are released. New episodes of Making Chelsea Stand Proud are currently released every Tuesday and Friday, except next week. Because it's Bank Holiday Monday, I'm not going to put anything out on Monday. So our other series, To Be a Legend, will go out on Tuesday. And Making Chelsea Stand Proud will go out on Wednesday next week. And then once we get to the end of next week, we're back to normal as we go into January. If you want to keep up to date what's happening on this channel, the best way to keep abreast of it is to follow me on Twitter at JustOffside2. That'll let you know when episodes are released. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you for the next episode. It'll be episode 30. And it is out on Wednesday. Until then, I'd like to wish you a happy new year. And please leave me those big thumbs up, subscribe, and all the rest of it. That will make my new year. Until I see you next time, it's a very goodbye.